sharing wisdom on enhancing the world's economic growth amid uncertainties around the globe. When addressing the opening ceremony, Chinese Premier Li Keqiang called for efforts to jointly safeguard multilateralism, free trade, and open, inclusive world economic system.
We need to follow the trend of globalization and promote free trade and trade investment, liberalization, and facilitation. We need to promote equal rights, equal opportunities, and fair rules, and improve institutional arrangements on that basis.
Under the theme Leadership 4.0, succeeding in the new era of globalization, more than 1,800 leaders from governments, businesses, civil society, and academia gathered in Dalian to discuss the fundamental changes reshaping the global economy. Premier Li Keqiang said in China's 40 years of reform and opening up, the country has shared opportunities and benefits with other nations. He said despite the fact that China also endured huge pressure and experienced many hardships, the country is still a firm supporter of globalization and will further open its markets in many sectors, including manufacturing and finance.
Restrictions on foreign investment in value-added telecommunications services will also be reduced in 2020. Foreign-funded institutions will receive national treatment in credit investigations, credit ratings, and payments, and the two-way opening of the bond market will be expanded. China will not go for competitive devaluation of its currency.
As the world faces greater challenges such as slowing economic growth and rising protectionism, it is important for the world leaders to have opportunities to talk about how to adapt to the new version of globalization. And in this process, China has made it clear that it stands with those who are willing to work together for a better future.
Raising both the Chinese national flag and Hong Kong regional flag at the city's iconic Golden Bohemia Square, Hong Kong Chief Executive Carrie Lam, along with other current and former officials, joined in the special moment. For the local government, a time to reflect on the development of the past 22 years and to move forward.
Facing more than 7 million local residents, we are committed to further improving their livelihoods in areas like education, healthcare, social services, as well as creating more job opportunities for our young people and tackling the housing issue. We believe Hong Kong will continue to leverage its unique advantages under one country, two systems.
Celebrations have been underway across the city for days. A 3-day Greater Bay Area festival features music, the latest technologies like 5G and AI, attracting thousands of visitors, particularly young people.
I'm happy and excited about this unforgettable moment. Since Hong Kong returned to the motherland and was established as a special administrative region, the principle of one country, two systems has been fully implemented, and Hong Kong has maintained consistent prosperity and stability.
The central government has introduced many policies in recent years that make life more convenient, especially national projects like the Greater Bay Area. We see many opportunities for development, and young people benefit a lot from this.
Earlier, PLA Garrison in Hong Kong opened its barracks to local residents as part of the celebrations. Guests saw a parade performed by the unit's honor guard, an air show by PLA pilots, and the display of its weaponry section.
5 months after Shanghai announced it will be obligatory for people to sort their trash, the talks are finally a reality. Across the city's neighborhoods, volunteers are assigned to advise and supervise residents at waste drop-off points. New logistics chains are now up to handle the different types of waste. And if trash is left mixed, garbage collectors will simply reject it. But why is Shanghai doing this now?
The answer is too much rubbish. On an average day, Shanghai produces about 26,000 tons of trash. And authorities say if 2 weeks of that amount is piled up, it will be as tall as one of these skyscrapers.
Now, Shanghai's trash per capita has reached 1.00 kilograms. If you compare it with developed cities, for example, even Tokyo, it's only about 1 kilogram.
One problem is Shanghai doesn't recycle as well as Tokyo. With so much being thrown away every day, the city's landfills and incinerators are already working at overcapacity.
Ideally, if everyone in Shanghai sorts their trash as required, say these batteries are tossed with hazardous materials and get handled separately. The plastic bottles are recycled, and the kitchen waste, the leftovers, are collected for composting. Well, given Chinese people's famous obsession with food, the amount of kitchen waste produced every day is just enormous. So if all of these are sorted properly, then that will reduce the total amount of trash and consequently the pollution from burning or burying them. But the challenge is, how do you get the 24 million residents of Shanghai all buy into that?
Well, for easier management, Shanghai opted for the so-called fixed time, fixed spot approach, meaning residents can only throw their garbage away at a certain point during specific hours of the day. That is, of course, where things get complicated.
Actually, for us wage earners, it's particularly inconvenient, because if we work overtime, we might miss the hours.
Now, all of a sudden, the old bins are retracted and I can't throw rubbish out after 9 o'clock. I think there should be more flexibility. There needs to be intervention from the beginning, that we understand. But if it is for the long run, then it will be really inconvenient.
Inconvenience, however, is the whole purpose, according to Shanghai authorities. Only when throwing out trash isn't all that simple and easy will it be likely that the amount of trash can be reduced from the source.
Josefina Sandoval's only son left his home in Mexico's Michoacan state in 1992 and crossed illegally into the United States. Today, he's established his life in California. He has a family and a steady job, and he's never once been back to visit her for fear of not being able to return.
I'm getting old, and it was getting to the point at which I might never see him again because you can pass away at any time, even if you don't think you're sick.
But now, having been separated for 27 years, this mother will visit her son and the grandchildren she's never met. Using a US tourist visa, she's been granted specifically to do so.
Thanks to these young people who have helped me so much, I'm going to go there. My dream will become reality.
Josefina attained the visa through a government program in her home state of Michoacan.
Michoacan state has some of this country's highest rates of international migration, and crossing illegally into the US often means saying goodbye to Mexico forever. But a government program named Palomas Mensajeras, or messenger pigeons, allows parents to visit their children living illegally in the United States after years apart.
The program reflects the joint cooperation of the Michoacan state government, migrant organizations in the US, and the US State Department. During a time of heightened political tension surrounding US illegal immigration, organizers say the program has helped to reunite more than 6,500 families in just over 2 years. It's led here by José Luis Gutiérrez, the state's migration minister, who believes the program can change Americans' minds about illegal immigration.
We believe that the program is a way for us to show to American people that the immigration system is completely broken. It's a way to humanize migration in the United States.
Josefina will visit her son next month, joining the ranks of those happy to report on the program's life-affirming benefits. Whether these visits can mend frayed international relations is another question.